Public Safety Committee meeting for June 3rd, 2024. Counselor Gwaltney.
Here.
Wolverton. Jones is out. Nelms.
Here.
And Harden.
Here.
You got 3.
Alright, so, this time I'll entertain a motion to dispense the reading and approve the minutes from the Public Safety Committee meeting from May 13th.
So moved.
Second.
Counselor Nelms with the second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nay. With the noes, 3-0. The ayes have it. No items under old business. Under new business, request for the mayor to sign an agreement with the city of Mountain Brook for fire equipment. Chief Broadhead emailed and said that Battalion Chief Glover would be covering this tonight. Do you want to give us some details?
Yes, absolutely. So we already have these in place with Vestavia as part of our working towards a mutual aid agreement and automatic aid agreement with the Denver Mountain cities. And basically it boils down to where we can borrow equipment back and forth from each department if necessary. And it's all part of the process of us working towards an automatic aid agreement with Mountain Brook and Vestavia.
So the same agreement we have, I know
We
we have.
already have that with Vestavia, it's just working. So the process with Mountain Brook has been delayed. They wanted to get Chief Broadhead in place, or have a chief in place before they would really start negotiating and talking to us about getting it all done.
And this also helps with our ISO rating.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, thank you. And also our ISO rating of 1, that all goes into effect because we can borrow off of each other's accounts to help each other out. So it's just a benefit all the way around for everyone.
What's an ISO rating?
Insurance, the insurance standard.
So basically,
Yeah, so.
you know better than I do.
So
Add to it.
the insurance ratings, I think there's two different types of insurance ratings out there. So they classify them ISO rating 1 through 10, 1 being the best. In the past the last time we went through underneath the rating system, we found it became a class 1, and it allows for it's really mainly businesses that it affects more than it does homesteads, but it allows a lower rate,
And you get
insurance
that
rate.
rate by,
So we have, there's a handful of things that that are involved.
but this is one of the things, sharing.
Yes, ma'am. So the amount of equipment that we have there that goes towards it, personnel, water supply, there's a multitude of things.
Okay.
And this helps ladder trucks and things of that sort go all count and count points towards a certain point system to get us
Gotcha.
there, and that
Yeah,
it just adds to our supply.
It was what, 16 or 17 that we went from 2 to 1? Is that correct? Or is it?
It was 18 or 19.
18, okay.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
It was right before, it was one of the things right before Chief President.
Yeah. And so there's no cost associated with this either, otherwise it'd be financed. So, any other
I'll make a
questions?
motion to have the mayor sign the agreement with City of Mountain Brook Fire
Okay.
Equipment.
Second.
Second by Counselor Nelms. All right, motion by Counselor Harden, obviously. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. The ayes have it, 3-0. 11:05:24, request for the mayor to sign an agreement with the Regional Training Institute for clinical rotations with the Homewood Fire Department.
So,
Battalion Chief Glover.
the regional RTI is who we've been using for our paramedic training, or for all of our EMS training here recently. And part of the training includes having to do rotations in the field. By us having this agreement will allow a couple of things. One, the people that we have in school now can do their rotations while they're on duty, so it cuts down the amount of time that we have to compensate them for being off, or have them off duty and having somebody to fill in their place. And the other side is that we can also allow people from outside that are not, as a recruitment piece, people that are looking for jobs. We'll have them coming in to ride with us and be around us, and we can recruit new personnel and kind of use it as an interview, a little informal recruiting or interview process.
There's no money involved.
No, sir.
No money, and Mr. Kendrick reviewed the contract.
Okay.
So,
I'll make a motion for having the mayor sign the agreement with the Regional Training Institute for clinical rotations.
Second.
Motion by Counselor Harden, second by Counselor Nelms. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. The ayes have it, 3-0. 12:05:24, request for consideration to expand the entertainment district in West Homewood. Counselor Alomar. would you like to speak to the West Homewood Entertainment District?
Yes, sir. No, we have been talking with Kale and President Wyatt about expanding it, and really it's just so as we're developing the former Econo Lodge development, and they're gonna have 2 restaurants there, that we wanna be able to expand there. And we also are expanding to the corner where, in front of, yes, at Hatfield.
There's a map. Do you have a map?
There is a map.
The map? Oh, this, my bad, yeah.
So as you see,
There you go.
Yeah.
it really just expands on the side heading closer to Oxmoor Road over there by Scott and Cobb. It doesn't get to the residential part, and so we did that purposefully, so it'll only be on the front end facing the restaurants. And then it goes all the way to the corner where Pizzeria GM is, and so we're happy about that, and gets the other side of the street where it
This
was
is the
previously not
current
part of it.
map.
No, this is the proposed.
The proposed map.
Oh, you're missing the corner where they are you not?
Confused.
Yeah.
No,
Am I confused?
that's the Chevron.
Okay.
The upper northeast corner that's white, that is the current Chevron.
Yeah.
And you come, the development is behind it, so that's where you see the kind of,
The white.
the green jagged one that's coming down toward the Waffle House property, Nexus Fitness and all that.
It's not right, cause they bought
It's-
that piece on Cobb.
Yeah, but you don't need to zone the residential.
Oh,
piece.
you're right, I apologize.
Yes.
Yeah, they just want the restaurants, I'm sorry.
Okay.
My bad.
Yes, we're not gonna have, the entertainment district in the
Yeah, I got it.
residential part.
Darn.
That's up to the residents.
Yeah.
All right,
So,
are
we're
there
excited about that.
any questions about this item? And I assume, does this have to go through Montgomery once we approve it as well for the
Yeah.
modification? No? Awesome, okay.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve it.
Motion by Counselor Nelms,
Second.
second by Counselor Harden. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. The ayes have it, 3-0. 12:05:24 is passed. 13:05:24, request to authorize an ordinance to prevent non-authorized vehicles, motorcycles, golf carts, etc. on the Greenway Phase 1 and 2 trails.
Okay.
This came to us from Counselor Jones. I think it's pretty, I assume it's pretty straightforward, but
Has there been, and I've
Mr.
never,
Smith?
ever seen.
Yeah, there are
okay.
problems
On
with-
phase
Mhm.
2.
So
Majority.
Counselor Jones called me from the trail one day, he was out there walking and there were motorcycles speeding.
Yes.
Oh, my
There-
God. Are you serious?
Candace and I were walking, and there were these 2 guys on little mini bikes, and I actually got out in the middle of the trail and was walking directly in front of him,
Don't do that.
and he whipped around me and said some not nice things. And Walter, I think, said something to the guy. He's like, "You can't stop me." And Walter was like, "Actually,
Well.
I can."
I've never
Yeah.
seen.
well,
Yeah.
it's not safe in general just because of the speed of a lot of those vehicles, and you never know who's going to be on the trail, going to be running.
define what is non-authorized?
Is that supposed to be non-authorized motor vehicles, or is that an intent in the verbiage, or is there just gonna be a list of?
Could we just say bikes and just there's other
Bikes are
things?
on there.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, but I mean, bikes are good, bikes and,
Right.
What about electronic?
yeah.
Yeah,
no,
e-bikes.
motorized.
There's a lot of people with electronic bikes. and
Maybe
it's-
a bus.
How about, I mean, we've got motorcycles and golf carts so far. Do we need to add to that list?
Well,
That's what
you
you
know,
want that
you could have a,
Go-kart,
yeah, 3.
No motorized vehicle.
Yeah.
I mean, the scooters,
ATVs.
the scooters that have the electric scooters.
Yeah, that'd be motorized.
Yeah,
I mean, I would include
I
that
feel
for
like
sure.
anything electric's okay though, right?
yeah, I think the electric bikes were fine. No?
Slippery slope.
I think some
Golf carts are
folks
electric.
can.
My sons can get up to 35 miles
I
an
think
hour.
they're too fast, I do.
But I, like my brother-in-law's got one of those
One wheel.
bikes that it's got electric on it, and when
Well,
he needs
they
to go
could-
electric,
they
he's
could
75
ride
years
it
old.
if they didn't make it electric, cause you can ride it without the
Yeah.
electric part. I would say no motorized vehicles and include everything.
Yeah, I hate those scooters. They're terrible.
Power wheels? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, power wheels.
So that's to include electronic bicycles?
And
I
scooters.
think it should.
Mr.
Yeah.
Smith, your thoughts?
I
Was
think
your
they-
intention motorized vehicles basically combustible?
I just need to know to put the ordinance in, right?
Yeah.
What's the will of the?
Scooters.
I mean, for me, like, I think that, I don't wanna go overboard on something and overcorrect
Right.
for something.
Right.
And
Right.
let's just,
Right.
if we
Yeah.
remove the golf carts and the motorcycle, and just
we
the
still
more
say-
dangerous for sure things, and then we could see,
Yeah. Well,
if we
I
need
mean,
to
I-
expand
And
it.
I will say, I've never seen an e-bike on the trail.
I saw an e-bike went, and they were
Did you?
fine, they were going a normal speed.
Yeah.
They
But I
just
mean,
used
those
it-
things can get up to like
I'm sure they
35
can,
miles
but I
an
think
hour.
they, on the trail, they were using it normally, and I'm sure that once they get off,
They
they
started
use it
to
for the
move.
assistance.
Yeah, if you're on a
They may
bike,
just
right.
move
Yeah,
up.
Yeah.
there's
they're
the kid
doing it
across
to
the
be with
street
the
from me
family.
was in
Yeah.
this little electric car, he's 3 years old, and I can see someone taking their kid's electric car with them on that trail,
Yeah.
you know.
I think that we're not gonna be giving tickets to kids.
I am, Carlos, I'm after all.
Counselor
Go
Gwaltney?
ahead.
Yes.
Related to this ordinance, I mean, just in regards to the language too, I'm sure there'll be a provision in there, but, just wanna reference it for the sake of discussion, which is that emergency personnel could use an ATV or similar vehicle.
Well, they're
in-
official.
In
Definitely.
instances,
They're
right,
authorized,
where they're,
Yeah.
oh, so that
Mr.
would be,
Kendrick, we wouldn't have to exempt that, right? Cause that would be assumed.
I have a car that goes up and down it picking up trash.
I would,
Yeah.
I would consider it
Right.
authorized, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Okay, well, I'll make a motion to approve this, with motorcycles and golf carts.
Motor vehicles.
Motorized.
vehicles.
Motorized vehicles,
Okay,
anything with gas.
okay, that's motorcycles and golf carts, right?
And motorized.
They're motor
Yeah, electric.
cycles.
I mean, I don't know how you wanna do it.
Yeah, we could go back and grab the electric if it gets out of hand.
Yep.
Okay.
Will there be like a
combustible
signage,
vehicles.
will there be signage saying as such, or is that?
We have to post signs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sign.
I can work on the sign.
Yeah. Well, you're.
Berkeley can-
Berkeley.
Berkeley.
So we can go ahead and assign responsibility
I can
for
get
this.
Randy to, I'll get,
You
we
and
can get
Randy?
Randy to do.
Okay. You
I
would-
can get my guy, we can get him to make signs, my guys can put them up.
Okay. All right.
And
so-
maybe put, the,
Ordinance.
um,
What's it?
the what?
Ordinance number?
Yeah, the ordinance number on them,
Yeah,
so
okay.
that people won't steal
Picture
them.
Barry shaking her finger.
I like that. I'm down with that.
So,
It says Greenway, phase 1 and 2, it just needs to be Greenway.
Yeah.
fair enough.
I'll bring it.
Yeah, it needs to be the whole thing, but I think Walter's
Anywhere on the
experience
Greenway.
and my experience was we were
On
on that
phase
new
two.
phase, but yeah.
Right, yeah.
Any,
Greenway.
any of our
It's for
drills,
Greenway.
yeah,
All parts of it.
so that's all of it,
Okay.
yeah.
Mr. Kendrick, do you have everything you need? We've got,
Think so.
we've got a motion.
I'll
I'll
second
send it to
Have a
you,
second.
I'll look at it.
Okay. Any
Not
other,
like you,
any
like
other
one,
discussion?
not
All right, all those in
No.
favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Aye. The ayes have it, 13:05, 24 passes. With that, public safety is adjourned.